Hello again everybody and welcome back to my Let's Play of the custom DROD hold by Insoluble. She'll carry a really big sword. Last time we got most of this level done, but I did get stuck on this one for a little bit, so I need to get this one done. I realised that a couple of my explanations were a bit off when I was reviewing the footage. For example, in this room, if you have a direct-only beelining monster, so I think that's what they're called anyway, so a rock golem or a gel baby, they will not try and reevaluate their path when they're told to move over a brain invisible object. They will just carry on trying to move through. So, for example, we saw in the solution to this room, the golem just... What I wanted to do was just keep trying to move through the brain forever. And there's nothing you can do unless obviously you move to a position where the rock golem will, take a different path to you, which doesn't go through the brain. There is nothing you can do to kind of stop that from happening, is my understanding. Stop it from changing direction. As far as I'm aware, I'm pretty sure that when a roach, if this happened to a roach-like monster, I think that what would happen is the roach-like monster will then do a tie-breaking move. So if it can't move west, then it will go northwest. I think that's what would happen. And then if it also can't do the kind of the moves that the brain wants it to do in terms of the tie breaking, then it will, after all that, then make an unbrained move. I think is how it works. But constructs move differently from roaches, so I'm not. I need to kind of brush up on my constructs, I think. Most of the stuff I do with brained monsters is to do with kind of snakes and stuff, so yeah, I don't really deal with constructs very often, which is why I think my general principle was sound last episode, but the execution, the setup of my for the solution that I was trying left a little bit to be desired, obviously, because it didn't work. So I need the construct to be making an unbrained move when it steps onto the when it steps onto the tile where the mirror is, it needs to be making an unbrained move at that point. So I need to set up a situation where that happens, and maybe I just need something slightly different. So if I put the brain there, then what is the construct going to do? Let's just try it and see. Okay, it's gonna keep moving back and forth. So I think what's happening is that, well, it doesn't really matter. It keeps moving back and forth regardless. What if I tried something more like... I'm thinking maybe something like this. But I'm not sure, like, this still doesn't quite feel, you know, feel 100% right. No, I can't, kind of regardless of where I put the pressure plate, the mirror there, that's not going to work. But what if I had the mirror next to the brain, something like this. If I put the mirror there, then what would happen? I still don't feel like this is going to work, but it might give us a bit of insight into what will. Okay. So now then, what if we... What if we had the mirror and the brain, rather than being in the top row of those broken walls, we had them in this row. See now, well now the construct is going to be here rather than here, and this is kind of obviously blocked off. Ooh, yeah. What if this isn't quite going to work? I don't think. But what if this square was crumbly wall? So we had something like this. Put that there, and then the mirror there like that. And yeah, I think this might work actually. Yeah. Oh. Well, not quite. I've got it to hit the... pressure plate once. How do I get it to hit the pressure plate a second time? So it blocks off its movement there. So I need something to happen. Which would make this construct want to hit this plate again. Oh no, I see it. I can just put it on that side like that. Except not on the hot tiles. So we can do that. And then there we go. There we go. Okay. Right. Yeah. So what happened there was that the brain, like, the brain tells the construct to wait here, and that's because if the construct steps north, then it's actually moving further away from, or sorry, the construct is in this spot. If the construct steps backwards, like north, northeast, or northwest, then that's actually further away from the player. So the brain's like, nope, don't do that. wait instead, and a wait move means that the construct will then revert back to its kind of normal movement and then try to move south through the mirror and thus block its way to the player. Right, so yeah, definitely had the right idea, but noticing that I needed to kind of constrict the construct's movement to only being basically not having any freedom of movement is the kind of key to solving this one. But yeah, fun room. Right, okay. I think the same again. Yeah, the top 3 rooms all had similar themes, I think, and that was a path opening and then closing and then reopening, or a closed path reopening, or something like that. These ones seem to have had a theme of an open path closing, with the construct here, the mirror here, and then trapdoors here. So I've used this concept, not exactly the same concept, but a similar concept in rooms I've made. And if you set up this trapdoor passage, trapdoor rectangle right, you can get the... Remember that the construct only needs to hit the plate twice. So what you can have is the construct will go in, hit this plate, and then you want it to end up dropping a trapdoor, which then stops it being able to path map or something like that. Something like that anyway, or yeah, so I'm not entirely sure of the exact configuration, although I can use the brain again, so yeah, using the brain might be the key. I mean, can I not just do this? If I put the construct there. Right, yeah, okay. That doesn't work just because it doesn't give us enough time. So I think instead... yeah, instead I want something slightly different. I think this is the right sort of idea. What if it wasn't level though? What if it was like this? So it was coming in from a diagonal. Okay, well. Same issue. Same issue. Okay, so the problem is that I'm I am exactly central, I think. Like the brain, the plate, this is all in the same column, and me are all in the same column. If I had the brain maybe one step to the right or one step to the left, then I think something a bit different might happen instead. So let's see. So if I do that, and again, set this up. Maybe on this side. Okay. Right. This still doesn't work because... yeah, because at this point it still is trying to move towards B throw, or the player, so it just stands still. It's like the brain is like, okay, then wait. And then it just stays still. I think that's what's happening. It might be different on the other side due to preferences, but I still don't think it will help me solve the room. Okay, I think I have an idea. What if we only needed to press the plate twice? Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe something a bit more like this. So what I want to happen is that the construct gets to like... Yeah, I want the construct to get to like here, and then have to like basically re-path. But I'm not sure exactly how to set that up yet. Maybe... maybe something more like this would work. But yeah, I'm not sure. What I'm trying to have happen is that the construct wants to go this way. It steps to like here, say, and then it can't. Then it steps off. So I want the construct. This formation I don't think will work. But what I want is the construct to step across here to try and go through the brain, then slides down south to go through the brain more, then steps west, then has completely blocked its path off, and so then it tries to go back through here, past the pressure plate again, and and then round, so that it does step on it twice. Because that's the key thing here, is that the this construct needs to step on that pressure plate twice. It's a bit more. It's a bit trickier than just construct breaks the pathfinding, and yeah, that isn't going to work because the brain is too far away. Okay, let's think of a different way to set this up. So I need the construct to do something where it makes a move to basically drop all the trapdoors which are surrounding the brain. So if I had the brain there and the construct there, then what would happen? Construct starts there, moves east, moves southeast, and so let's say that this trapdoor is dropped as well. Moves east again, then moves northwest, and then we would, maybe if we could make it so that once it moved northwest, then it sees a closer path, or moves to here, then it's like, oh, this path is actually closer and goes the other way. Maybe. I'm still not sure whether that's going to work, though. So I'm thinking maybe like there. And I'm hoping that, well, what's the construct gonna do? That's what I don't know. If I do that, because it's not only, well, I think I had the construct stepping on the plate twice before, but I need to have it step on the plate twice far enough apart that the other, the other construct can move across the across those doors. That's the main sticking point. Okay, well, I need to change a couple of things. But that looked like maybe actually it was close to working, so. So there. Right, yeah. That doesn't quite work yet because just because of the way brain movement works. So the brain, because brain monsters prefer moving horizontally rather than diagonally. Oh, sorry, orthogonally rather than diagonally. They move orthogonally first and then diagonally down, and so it was actually avoiding this pressure plate. Okay, if I could set up this situation to happen on the other side, then this would work. I think. So I think I want something like this, maybe. Let's try. If we put the brain there. If we put the brain there. Have a path which goes back through this way, maybe. Yeah, let's try that. And then bring the construct with us. I need the construct to be on this side. Something like that. Let's see if this works. No, because the construct prefers this route. Of course it does. So how would we get it to prefer the other route? Maybe... What if we just put it right, actually just right next to the pressure plate? Like this. Maybe something like that instead. No, that still doesn't work. Okay. So there's a possibility that maybe... Maybe I'm thinking about this wrong. I'm trying to make the construct move horizontally. What if I try and make it move vertically? Because based on the column I'm in, or the column I'm in, the construct won't always move vertically, horizontally the way I want it to. However, because I'm below the construct, it will always try and move south to me, I think. So what if I could set up a situation basically where, let's say you were trying to go... Let's say we were trying to make the construct go like that through the brain. And then once it got to like... yeah, maybe... Okay, well, if it was here, if the brain was in this spot, then what if we did... What if we did something... It's something like this, right? I don't want to have to step on that plate again, though. That's the annoying thing. Okay. Well, let's do that. And then build the bottom bit. I like this, right? I quite like this, and we want to... so we do still need the construct to absolutely step on that plate, which we can do by killing it there in that spot, I believe. No. That still doesn't work because the construct isn't told to wait here, it's just told to move south again. Oh, sorry, move north again. It's if this was a trap door, then I don't know if this would still work. Maybe. But it doesn't. I just need this construct to be suspended for like one more turn. I needed to not be stepping on this plate for one more turn. And then I'll be fine. What if I move the brain to like... Yeah, what if I move the brain one step further south? Would that work, or would that just mean the construct is stuck here forever? I feel like that would just mean the construct is stuck. Yeah, this is a tricky one. This is a really tricky one. I'm just struggling to see exactly the setup that I need in order to make the construct break its own sort of path to Bethro, or to the player rather. I'm sure I need the brain in here. I don't think I can set up the trapdoors without using the brain, because otherwise the construct will just reroute. So what would happen if this trapdoor was like there? I feel like the same thing. I just need one more tile, one more turn of separation. Because at the moment, because this construct moves first, this construct gets stuck. And then this construct then is like, nope. No more moving. What if this tile is free though? Because at the moment it's not, I don't think it's trying to path map through the brain, it's just trying to do its non-brained thing. If it tried to path map back through the... If it was just doing its non-path map thing, then it would try and move there, right? Would it? I'm not sure. This won't actually give us a solution. And I'm not even sure if it's actually... Yeah, I'm going to have to set it up a little bit of a different way. If I do something like that, then what does the construct do once, if it's in the same scenario as last time? Yeah, so it does actually hit it that this plate an additional time, because it's the brain is telling it to wait at that point. So it gets to the back on the plate, the brain says wait, and then it makes an unbrained move southeast to step on this tile. If I could set this up so that once it stepped on this southeast tile, like it cut off its path, possibly by having this sort of widget moved over by, let's say, one tile to the east, then would that work? Wait, yeah, so the west, sorry, is what I meant. And I think that would actually work, except for a different reason. Like, we wouldn't need to have the two here. It would just, it would move south and then try and move east, I think. And then at that point, once it had moved east, then it would no longer be able to path map through the brain, which would be in this spot. So it would go back onto the pressure plate and then move back round. And that might actually be enough. So let me, I don't know, it's probably a bit difficult for you as the audience to understand what I'm talking about, just because you know, you can't see it. But I'm envisioning something like this. I think this might work. Maybe. Maybe. I think I think maybe something like that. Would that work? And then I want maybe that. Yes. Okay, that worked. Okay. So what happened there? The construct gets to this spot. It tries to path map through the brain, or the brain tells it move through the brain. Then none of the tie-breaking options are actually any better in terms of moving the path map. You know, staying as close to the player as possible via the path map. So the brain tells the construct to wait. This is what I think is happening. The construct, therefore, takes a step southeast, drops this trapdoor, and once it drops this trapdoor, it can no longer path map through the brain, obviously, because there's a pit in the way. So then it just tries to move back out this way and round here. But because it's 2 squares south of the plate, rather than just 1 square south, it can now, well, it can release this construct without, you know, it doesn't. This construct doesn't get stuck on this door. So now I can just stab this construct, stab the brain. And we got the room done. Must be a lot of work being a gigantic brain. Having to reevaluate the best path for monsters all the time. To be honest, I've been reevaluating my path a lot too lately. I don't know where things will go, but I'm thinking about doing something other than critiquing. I mean, not something stupid like delving or stalwarting or becoming a giant brain or something. Is that all you can say? For a giant brain, you're not too bright, huh? Okay. And there we go, level done. Yeah, those 2 rooms took a while. That second room was a tough one. So Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that and move on to the next level, which I believe, if I'm remembering right, is the final level. And yeah, we'll do that next time, and hopefully maybe we'll even be able to get the hold done next time. Yeah, it depends how quickly I can get stuff. If I run into another room which causes me some troubles, like this room and this room, then I'll be there for at least another couple of episodes. But yeah, anyway, this has been Shield Carrier Really Big Sword by Insoluble, and I hope you've enjoyed it. So I'll catch you next time.